first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Shotgun now for Carr. Connects it to Roberts, right side. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Finding time. It's caught by Clive Walford. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll give the Raiders a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in third and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on second down? The big man puts them in position to make it third and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a second chance at it.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's got time in the pocket. It's caught inside the 25. And that win over Tennessee, Michael Crabtree, 8 catches, 102 yards in week 3, partner.
I think he's got to be very satisfied with how this season is going. And when you put up those kind of numbers, those sound like #1 receiver numbers. And that's what he was supposed to be coming out of Texas Tech. But I think he settled in really well being the sidekick to Amari Cooper. And that's opened up opportunities for him as well.
It's a heck of a 1-2 combo. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Mark Barron entered the league as a safety, but really plays much more like a linebacker. One thing we always notice at the end of every game, his stat sheet is full.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Carr. Can't find anyone open. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jameis Olawale taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. First down, gone. Austin's got it left side. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They come out here in the eye. Play clock winding down. They pitch it out to Murray.
Come on, not fair.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray taking it in from the 20, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Gurley coming off a 2-touchdown performance in Week 3. He had 85 yards, although that came on 27 carries, but still pretty good game.
The only people who aren't in the box when Todd Gurley lines up in the backfield are you and me. I mean, let's face it, he's right. Forget 8-man fronts, right? It's 9, 10 people right there close to the line of scrimmage. So they're going to need Case Keenum to throw the ball better, get their wideouts involved, and pull people back away, because he even had one incredible run in that game despite the stacked box. Imagine if Todd Gurley has some space.
3rd down and 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Time to step aside. We'll come back to Oakland after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And this this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now here come the Raiders. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
All right, here we go.
Carr now on 1st down. He's got time. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Now, let me ask you about Philadelphia for a second. When you were doing all your draft analysis, looking at the quarterbacks coming into this class, did you think Carson Wentz not only be starting, but have them off to a 3-0 start in Philadelphia?
Brandon, I have to admit, I didn't see a 3-0 start, but I was adamant that Carson Wentz should be the starting quarterback. It didn't matter to me if Sam Bradford was there or not. You take a guy at number 2 in the draft, you do everything possible to get him ready to play and put him out there right away. They had planned not to do that. Through some serendipity, he ends up becoming the starter, and now they can't imagine anyone else playing that position.
Well, it's worked. 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, and you know what they're saying right now. It's not Pennsylvania. It's what is it? Pennsylvania. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree, 37 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Rams offense, and they had a little bit of a celebratory moment, not only going 2-1 in Week 3, but also scoring the first touchdown as a franchise on offense since 1994.
And sometimes that just serves as the opening, doesn't it? Because remember, the first 2 games, as you pointed out, they didn't get a touchdown. They get their first one against Tampa and ultimately scored 37 points. So they just needed that breakthrough. And now the Rams offense hopes that they're rolling.
They even had a 69-minute weather delay with lightning at the 2-minute warning. They had a little bit of everything.
Boy, they had to show a lot of patience in this, didn't they?
That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And give him a gain of 37. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go. Lampard. Good.
From the red zone now, Goff. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football.